Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I'm in Lotro again, Lord of the Rings Online, and I'm on my level 1, whatever this is, Minstrel, Hobbit Minstrel, and it's right after the tutorial, and I've landed in Archet, and Filadyne was in our previous thing, and just as a reminder here, this is going to be a lore-heavy, read-heavy type of playthrough, so I don't show a lot of gameplay unless I find something really interesting to do. Quest item. Well, okay. Anyway, so we're going to talk to Filadyne Brandybuck and see what she has to say.
Thank goodness you're awake. That fellow Umdir seems very ill.
She says, you were exhausted after happening last night, but that ranger got us all safe to Archet in the end. I'm terribly worried for the friend. Amdir looks so ill. Can you check on him if you like? He is just over there to the west where I am standing. Do you see him there? Yeah. We get it. Yeah, I see him. So we're going to talk to Amdir, who got stabbed by one of the Dark Riders in the previous episode.
Do not trouble yourself on my account. It is only a chill.
So you're awake at last, Dizzing. You earned your rest, for you fought bravely last night. As for myself, I found no peace in slumber. The blade of the Dark Rider pierced only my shoulder, though not deeply. I am a child, but chilled, but none. But it is no matter. Thank you for your concern, but it is Strider for whom I fear. He's charged with a great task, but he tarries for my sake and Archet's. Why does he tarry when he needs to be helping the hobbits?
There are too many deeds to be done. All pressing, and none of them easy.
I am torn asunder. I do not wish to leave him in the state, and Archet must be warned that the Blackwolds mean to raid the town. But I should be seeking a different Baggins right now. Okay, we're going to take our...
Perhaps you can help, my friend.
Yeah.
Captain Brackenbrook will not heed my warnings.
The people of Archet will be in great danger when the Blackwolds execute the plan we witnessed last night. The captain here, a man named Brackenbrook, does not like my look and will not heed my warnings. Pray, speak to him on my behalf and see if you can rouse him. Every moment I speak here is a moment in which the true charge plunges blindly near the unfathomable peril. The Black Rider you saw last night seeks a Baggins, and our friend Mundo is not the one. Alright, so we're going to get some gloves out of that, so I'm going to go across the way here. Let me go ahead and equip my new shirt. Looks pretty dandy. Captain Brackenbrook.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
Did you wander here last night with those rangers? I do not like the look of those fellows one bit, but I let them stay on account of the Pale One's wounds. You say Blackwolves mean to attack us, but I don't believe it. Not without proof. Those brigands have always been about. They are an unruly lot, but not murderers. I'll not be attacking them without good reason. If you must talk to the folks around town and get their opinion, if they are on your side, I'll consider the Rangers' warning. Okay, so we're going to talk to the people about town and see what they think about these Blackwolds.
What is this world coming to?
If he says that they were safe, then we're safe. He's always done a fine job protecting the village. Why would the Blackwolds wanderers suddenly attack us now? Yeah, of course. Always complacent. And what about you, Captain?
How can I be of service?
You think the Blackwold mean to attack us? Don't be absurd. They harbor no love for us, but they have a leader. They have a leader, and they fight more to amuse themselves than they do with the outsiders. They couldn't raid a squirrel's nest, let alone our town. Okay, so he doesn't think they're even capable of it. And what of you, Peg Pruner?
What can I do for you?
I see your friend is wounded, and I hope it was not the Blackwolds that did it to him. I truly trust Captain Brackenbrook, for he has always kept us safe since he took charge of Archet. I won't argue with the captain, but I will help the injured fellow in any way that I can. So it looks like the people aren't going to be much help. So we're going to tell Strider our news.
Alas for peaceful folk everywhere. It is an enormous task to convince them that evil people with evil intentions will commit evil deeds.
With everything. It seems that I cannot leave yet. Amdir needs my help, and I have pressing work to do at Archet to get these people ready for the impending storm. If you help me, perhaps I can leave before tonight. Okay, give me some gloves, and I will.
Before you try to fight, you must learn the skills you may from the trainer.
Nice. Okay, so he wants me to talk to the Minstrel trainer. Alright, so some interesting stuff here, gameplays-wise. This is, he's teaching me about about Minstrel, so I'm going to get a basic loot, and I get to choose a dagger, a blade, or a mace, but it says, interesting, Minstrels use ballads to attack their enemies, lightly heal their fellows, and empower themselves. These skills operate on a rotating system that allows the Minstrel to have 3 special buffs on them at any given time. After the 3rd buff is applied, the next ballad played will overwrite the 1st, and then the 2nd, and so on. So, very interesting. So we can see this is a ballad. I only have one. Oh, there's another major ballad after that. So I'm going to have to check this out. So it looks like, once I'm in combat, I can do the minor ballad here. And then that activates the major ballad. So now I have 2 ballads on him operating at a time. Although it doesn't really show the buffs or not. So that's interesting. So I got the sword, and in your ranged weapon goes your loot. Although you can just right click to equip it or not, but I just wanted to show that. Okay, so I've come back to Strider.
Do you feel confident in what you have learned?
I do. I can see that you have you seem more confident now. You're about to take on the most perilous task. If we fail, I fear that the ruin will come to more towns than Archet alone. The Black Rider has brought the influence of Angmar to our very doorstep. So, much is at stake this day. Are you ready to begin your great venture? Oh, I am.
Dear, my poor old friend. A shadow has crept over him.
The Black Rider that stabbed him is more fell than any creature you will meet in your travels. We have little time, and we must stretch what time we have by doing 2 things at once. Amdir needs medicine, and quickly. Do you know of a plant called Kingsfoil? It has great power to heal. You should ask Captain Brackenbook if he knows of any that grows in these parts. Offer him assistance as well. If it does not take you far out of your way, we must begin to work on him, and perhaps he will look more kindly upon you after you do him a good deed. Okay. So we're going to go over here and see if he can point us in the direction of some herbs to help our friend.
I don't like the look of those rangers one bit.
Kingsfoil, eh? 'Tis a nice leafy plant that grows around Brown's Folly, a ruin south of here. Help yourself to as much as you'd like. We'd no use for it. As for the offer of your assistance, I will take you up on it. We are always in need and able hands, and you might as well earn your keep while you stay with us. My best man, Calder Cobb, is having trouble with the wolves of late. Perhaps you could help him on your way of your gardening job for the ranger. Okay. So we're going to go out the gate and take a look at the countryside. Here's Calder Cobb.
Well, well, if it isn't the rumor monger.
I've heard all about you. As you can see for yourself, there aren't any brigands causing problems. It's the wolves that threaten us lately. They seem to be gathered around Brown's Folly, especially atop the ruins. Brackenbook sent you to assist me, and assist me you shall. I look like you look into the wolf problem we are having, okay? So, they both have been pointing to the ruins, and you can see it's Brown's Folly, which is just right there. So we're going to go up into those ruins and see what we can find. So you can see I'm getting close to the ruins here. It's pretty cool looking. And just as we get up here, there's some Kingsfoil plant. So we're going to take a bunch of that. There's somebody else around doing it. That's going to make it a little more difficult. So let me collect some of this and kill some, see if I can find some wolves. Aha, there's a wolf right there. A devastating blow. Okay, so I've done the task. I've actually collected the samples here, and I've collected killed the wolves. But my quest has turned into search to the top of Brown's Folly for the source of the wolves. So I'm going up here to the very top, and we can see it's got a little bit of elevation, and there's a strange batter atop the stairs. The wolf master approaches. You must defeat him. Hee hee. Calder Cobb told me you'd be paying me a visit. You'll be sorry for sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Well, that's no good. He tricked us. You'll be sorry. Yeah, we'll be sorry. We won. All right. So now we're going to go back to Calder Cobb and ask him why he's telling us to go up here when he knew we were up there. Because that guy knew exactly that we were coming. All right, Calder, what do you have to say?
Impossible! A weakling like you defeated the Wolf Master?
Bah! I would have killed you myself if that fool Dirk Mudbrick weren't watching. No matter. I do not fear exposure. Brackenbook will never believe you. He thinks I have served him loyally since I was but a lad, the old fool. Tell Brackenbook whatever you like, but Archet will fall, and I'll make out with more gold than you can fathom. And you will die with the rest if you do not make yourself scarce before tonight. Wow, that was pretty brazen.
Calder Cobb is a traitor.
Yeah.
Danger has found you earlier than I predicted.
It sounds like Calder Cobb had it in for you before you even arrived. How did he know you if he was at his post? And how did that Blackwall know you were coming? Thank you for risk you took delivering the King's Foil. I will think upon this riddle while I prepare a salve for Almnir.
I cannot decide which is more dangerous right now. Calder Cobb's treachery or the ignorance of Captain Brackenbrook.
Probably the ignorance. If Calder Cobb is the best soldier I've known, Brackenbook will not believe that he tried to have you ambushed by Blackwalled. I did some asking around while you were gone, and there's a Blackwalled brigand in the stocks across the lane from here. He's being held for highway robbery. You should question him about Calder Cobb. Okay. So, looks like... Ah, yes. See, we got the jailer, Ned Pruner. And this guy. You soft fools will regret this. Us Blackwolds aren't as stupid as you, okay? Let's ask the guy in the
Oi, you there!
stock suit.
Let me go! Calder Cobb can vouch for me!
And I'm innocent at that. This idiot jailer won't heed me. Otto quiets down as you tell him you know of Calder Cobb's treachery. Oh, he quiets down. Sorry, that wasn't a quote. So, you think you know the plan? Don't be smug. It's too late. By now, the gears of war are turning down in the south, and quick. Soon I'll be free, and you'll be the one in shackles, or worse. That's not good. So, let's talk to the jailer now.
What do you need?
It is good to make your acquaintance, Digg. I noticed you were questioning Otto. Does that mean his mutterings have been truthful? Yes, I do believe what you have come to Archet to tell. It is unprecedented, but all signs are showing that the Blackwolds mean to attack us. How is it that they have these means? If Blackenbrook does not believe you, you may tell him that I do, for what it's worth. Aha, so the jailer's on my side because he's been listening. So let's tell the captain what we know now.
How can you say this? Calder Cobb has been loyal to me since he was a boy. I suppose it would be wise to investigate your claim.
Okay. Does Ned speak true of his prisoner? If so, we would be wise to investigate Otto's threat of trouble in the south. I'll not question Calder Cobb's lifetime of loyalty if there's no truth to back it up. But if you and Ned are right in your suspicion, this will be a very bad situation. Cal Sprigley's farm is to the south of here, near the gate of the town of Combe. If aught is going on, he'll know. Okay, so we need to know more about what's going on before we pull the trigger on things. Okay, so it looks like we're going all the way south here to Sprigley's farm, which is near the gate to Combe. So I'll be going across the countryside. Okay, so I've made it to Carl Sprigley's farm. Look at this. That's pretty cool, isn't it? They got a little house, some stables, pens. That is really neat. Let's see what Cal Sprigley has to say.
A stranger, eh? You're the best thing that's happened to us all day.
If Brackenbutt sent you, I'll take you in. I'm afraid you're the best thing that's happened to us all day. All right, gets a cloak, although I've got one better that was in my inventory.
Our best hope is to get help from Combe, our neighbours. They will not let Archet fall to brigands.
Some Blackwelds tried to attack us in the morning, but we drove them off. We must get help from Combe, the next town over. It's the southwest of here, and not more than a short journey away. They must bring their soldiers to Archet at once to help stave off the raid. Please make haste. I fear the Blackwolds mean to attack tonight. The road here is crawling with brigands, but I pray you can make it safe to Combe. Okay, so we're going to be heading to Combe. I was checking to see if Will had a quest that was falling in line with this. He just wants me to search for some of his brothers, it seems like. So we're going to be heading to Combe, which is just down here, to get some help. Oh my, I got to the gate, and look at all the Blackwalled. This is does not bode well. Let's see what happens. Haha. Do you want people of Combe to help you? You're afraid of the Blackwolds, are you? Best run home, little fool. Enjoy your day. Okay, so we're not getting to Combe, or it'll be your last. Alright, so we need to, let's go back to the farm and tell him what we saw.
This cannot be. I must write to Brackenbrook at once.
My men traveled to Combe only yesterday for a delivery. That is bad news. The captain must be informed of what's going on at once. Here's a note for Brackenbrook. He knows my scrawl. He will believe you now. In the meantime, I've been looking for his brothers and farmhands, and they're all dead. Okay, Captain. As Brackenbrook reads the letter from Cal Sprigley, his face is black. He reads it a second time. Only then does he look at you. I have been a fool. Oh, what have I done?
You cannot fathom just how wrong I have been.
I have trusted Calder Cobb and heeded his advice for a long time, even after my own son tried to warn me of his duplicity. My son, John, is worthy hunter, but he has not set foot in this town for over 3 years. He will never forgive me for this thing I have said to him. Oh, what a fool I am. I told him he was not welcome in Archet until he stopped behaving like a jealous child. Now he and his hunters are our only hope. But what can I do? He does not deserve to be dragged deeper into the folly. Archet must withstand this storm without help. All right. So we're going to ask Strider for help now. Okay, so let's see what Strider has to say now.
Do not despair. You have done well.
Indeed, better than I could have done. You've earned Captain Brackenbrook's trust. You must appeal to his son, John, against his wishes. I must leave soon to Archet. We will need all help it can get, even if Father's pride is at stake. I'm confident you'll be able to bring the hunters in and give this town the fighting chance. In the meantime, I must make haste. Amdir assures me he just needs rest. Okay, so we're going to go to, yes, the hunting lodge, which is here to the east of Archet. Wow, look at this. This looks great. So we can see it's kind of marshy over here. We've got a lake, and then here's the hunting lodge right across the way. And we're going to go inside and talk to them. Aha. Definitely looks like a hunting lodge. Look, they've got all sorts of stuff mounted even.
I presume you're here to bring me ill news from town.
I've been watching from the bounds, and the skies have turned dark and fell, and there's a shadow of unrest all over Archet, over men and beast and trees alike. Let me guess, my father has not the wisdom to observe such things, so you heard of his exiled son and came to me for aid. Come then, out with it. I desire to hear what you have to tell. Wow.
Calder Cobb has shown his true colours and last.
I knew him to be an evil-hearted, but my father is too trusting. He does not like to think ill of people. His blindness wounded me, but he is a good man. So, to answer your question, yes, I will come to Archet's aid. And I and my fellows. I am a hunter and a skilled warrior trained by my father and captain. I'd rather die than sit idly by while full brigands crash upon the decent people. Let us see what there is to see before the storm is upon us. While I gather my warriors and my weapons, you should sneak into Blackwold's roost and uncover their plan for the attack tonight. Okay. So we're going to sneak into their ranks and see what we can find out. That should be interesting. So I wanted to point out he has another quest here, and you can actually get Lotro points. These can be used in their store. It's one of the cooler things that happens. I've really only experienced this much that I can remember in Lotro, where they actually give you turbine points to use on their items in the store. I think that is just great. I mean, that's 10, it's pittance, but it's still just, it's very cool that you can actually get some items off of their store by just doing quests. Look, although you can only do this quest once. I'll go ahead and read this because it does seem like part of the story. It says, before you go, I wanted to make an offer. You needn't accept this if you want, but what I've learned about the Blackwall unnerves me. My father's militia will not fare well against such a massive force of brigands, and I fear even the few hunters here will not make great difference in the fight. Still, it's not in my heart to stand idly by. We may require an edge to win victory, and I'm willing to offer such an edge if you wish, okay? So what is it? Very good. Let me get you started. Actually, let's finish this later. That might be an instance quest, and I don't want to get into an instance yet, so, because I'm just running out of time. Let me, go ahead up here and we'll figure out, we'll get the plans first. So you can see we need to kill some of the Blackwalds, but we specifically need to go up into this Blackwald's roost and get the plans that are sitting right there. Okay, so I've made it to the hold here. You can see it's kind of just like ruins that have been kind of messed up, but right there we've got some plans. So this is what we're after. That will tell us what their actual plans are for tonight. To attack tonight with the help of Angmar. Oh, that's not good. Let's see if we can actually read that note. We can't. So we're going to go back to the hunting lodge and tell him. Okay, so I've made it back to John. And intro the shadow.
Good work, my friend.
And fast, too. This will be a great boon to Archet. Now we will be able to counter their efforts with the proper strategy. Ooh, I get a plume hat. Or, well, we're using this like uncommon piece of might-based medium armor. That's interesting. Although I wear light armor, so not much I can do there.
I believe there is hope for us yet. We only need a strategy.
These folks from Angmar sound like evil foes, but at least we know what we're up against. The plan also shows a map that points to the Old East Path, which is just near here. We all avoid that path to save for the Alti Spiderbane, a visit from the east of the Misty Mountains. Speak with Alti and learn what you can tell about the path. We can use the path to our advantage if we manage to successfully scout it. Ooh, and we're going to get some dye with that. So I did look it up, and this just gives you the points. So we're going to finish that now, which gives us the 10 points. And then basically it says that this quest, the second part, can be purchased from the store, and it's really just to kind of show you how to use the store and such. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to wrap this episode up here since we're getting a little bit long, and so we'll do part 2 of Calder Cobb's Betrayal in this, and we'll see where it leads us. So I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, make sure you leave a thumbs up and leave any comments you may have. Let me know what you think about this style of playthrough that I'm doing. You know, it's a little bit different than probably most people do on YouTube or Twitch or anywhere else. So I'm hoping it's something different that people enjoy. So make sure you leave a comment and let me know what I can do to make it better or just what you think about it. Also, you can feel free to contact me on Discord. I've also got a link to it in the description below. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Your subscriptions really do mean a lot to me, and you'll get notified of when these videos come out. And I've got this coming out for the very near foreseeable future. So make sure you are subscribed. Till next time.